Hey, what's up Town Hall 12 Clashers? Today we will conquer your fear of going against the Town Hall 13 base. Probably not a maxed out one, but an average Town Hall 13, no problem. And let's take a look at the agenda. What's new for Town Hall 13 so you know the differences, the list of strategies, and let's preview each of them. First of all, let's look at what are the new defenses in Town Hall 13. The big ones are really the Royal Champ and the 2 Scattershots. Other than that, building wise, they aren't anymore. Just a little bit more traps, not significant, and a bunch of upgrades. Next, let's take a look at the Clan Castle. There are 5 more units in the Clan Castle now. Not too significant, but that means they can add an extra Ice Golem or an extra Witch that you need to be careful of. And after that, army camps. No change in troop capacities. That means your Town Hall 12 army and your Town Hall 13 army have the same amount of composition. And lastly, the Giga Tesla will become a Giga Inferno, but if you use the Warden's ability correctly, the difference is really minimal. So the 2 Scattershots and the Royal Champ will be the 90% differences when you go against an average Town Hall 13 versus a maxed out Town Hall 12. Here are the top 3 main strategies you will see today, starting off with the Witch Bobet attack with the variation of the Super Giants, followed by the Super Witch, and then you have the Hogs and Miners hybrid attack, and lastly the Yeti Pekka Bowlers attack. Let's start off with one of my own favorite creation, which is a Witch Bobet attack using Super Giants. Here's the army composition, pause the screen if you need to. Now let's go straight into this attack. This is a Town Hall 13 with Scattershots. Let's destroy this with our Town Hall 12 army. So you have no more excuses of why you cannot destroy a max Town Hall 12 with this attack. 1 layer of Super Giants again, protecting all our Witches, our Bowlers, and then our Ice Golem, our Wall Ranker. This is a semi-ring base, right? But it does not matter. This attack works extremely well for ring bases. And it's so seamless, you don't even need to care about it. As long as you spread your army wide like I did, and it will self-funnel back to the center, just like you will see here. So, as our Wall Wrecker is going deeper, let's make sure it will survive. We got that Eagle. Looks like we'll be able to get into that core to take down that Giga Inferno, not Tesla, because this is a Town Hall 13, but our army is Town Hall 12. Just as a reminder, let's get that, and boom! We got that Town Hall 13. Now let's get the Scattershots. 1 Scattershot down, and let's get all those multi-infernos down as well. Look how strong, amazing this ground troop is before we even launched our bats. But let's launch our bat right there. So 1 freeze, freezing that Scattershot that got destroyed, and that Whiz Towers all at the same time. And then another one at that Whiz Tower. We probably need another one on that Whiz Tower again, and also get that Tesla. And let's leave one last one for that. Do we need to leave a last one for that? Let's do it. Oh, I put it too late, so that Whiz Tower actually got all my bats, and that's why we need to freeze them. But because our ground troops did such an amazing job taking down a Town Hall 13 with Scattershots with our Town Hall 12 army, and the bats also took down quite a lot at the beginning. And what you just saw is actually a snippet of a previous video that I made for Witch Bobet attack using Super Giants on Town Hall 12. Not originally made to go against Town Hall 13, but just like the rest of the suggestions there, a lot of that can take down Town Hall 13 easily. Link down below. Next, we'll be doing the Super Witch Bobet attack. Very similar, but using Super Witches instead of normal Witches. And we're back to normal Giants. And because I don't have something pre-recorded against Town Hall 13, let's find our next opponent, our next Town Hall 13 that we will murder with our Town Hall 12 army. In case you're not familiar with my Witch Bobet attack, make sure that you take down the Town Hall, the Eagle, absolutely. And then followed by multi-infernos and Whiz Towers, as many as you can before you launch your bats. And it looks like we found a Town Hall 13, decent size, nothing like a maxed one, so I think it's reasonable to use our Town Hall 12 army to conquer this. With our Super Witch Bobet attack, I'm gonna go from the top. So first layer of Giants, followed by a layer of Super Witches, then a layer of Bowlers, and you drop the rest. That includes our Ice Golem, our Wall Wrecker, and the rest of our heroes. The first part of this game, if you remember, we want to take down the Town Hall and the Eagle. But because this is a Town Hall 13, we also have to take down the Scattershots. That's what we're trying to do with our wall wrecker. So we're gonna make sure our wall wrecker will get our army to reach the core, that town hall, that eagle, those scatter shots, and we're halfway through. And before you can launch your bats, make sure that you take down as many whiz towers and multi-infernos as possible. And like I said earlier, this is a variation of the normal witch bobat attack that I always use for Town Hall 12. This is actually one of my favorites, or my favorites for Town Hall 12. Because not only that it is super powerful, as we're taking down a Town Hall 13 right now with a Town Hall 12 army, it is also super simple to execute. That's why me as a leader, I actually made all my Town Hall 12 and Town Hall 11 to use this attack as much as possible during wartime, and we have an amazing green war log as you have seen in my previous videos. I have launched my bats up there to start cleaning up. You don't want your bats to split, and you want to freeze all those multis and whiz towers that you could not destroy early in the game. That's why we have our 4 freezes to protect our bats, because whiz towers and multis can easily wipe out all your bats at once in no time. And there you go, this is the Super Witch Bobat attack. If you want to learn more about it, all the tips and tricks, I have the link down below for Super Witch Bobat attack for Town Hall 12. Oh, look at the big boy protecting the Super Witch and took down that queen in one shot. And of course, if you're not a fan of using your Dark Elixir for Super Witch and Super Giants, just use the normal Witch Bobat attack that I have down below. Link down below, and we'll be able to do the same thing. All 3 versions that I made, the Super Giants, the Super Witch, and the normal version, feel just as strong as each other. Next is a very popular one, Hogs and Miners. Here's the army composition. Pause the screen if you need to. I like to have more miners than hog. I have 5 healers. Sometimes I have 4 for my queen walk, depending on the situation. So let's search for our next opponent. Town Hall 13. But it doesn't look too strong. The walls are weak, which we don't care, because this is miners and hogs. They don't care about walls. So let's do it. Let's do this Town Hall 13 with our Town Hall 12 army, just to show how amazing this attack is. Usually with this attack, you want to use your queen and your king and your siege barrack to funnel a narrow path. So I've started my queen on one side, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna wait a bit first, but once my queen gets a little bit deeper and hopefully get that scatter shot as well, I'm gonna start adding my king on the left side with a siege barrack to thin down the path, and we'll have our hogs and miners go from the top to the bottom. Alright, wow, I already had to use my queen's ability, unfortunately. Oh yes, I got that scatter shot and got some of those big splashes like the bomb tower and the whiz tower. So let's put my king on the left side. Let's get that royal champ. I've also dropped my siege barrack. Hopefully we can thin down that path. My queen is doing an awesome job right now, taking more and more of those defenses, and put a rage there to help her out. Now let's drop our Hogs and Miners. This is what I do. I put all my miners first, and then I put hogs right after. Okay, and I've dropped and we would have the warden following all of them, you know, because we want his ability to be used on this core troop right there. Alright, let's keep going. So put more heal spell. We want the heal spell right before we confront that Giga Tesla, or Giga Inferno, sorry. And warden's ability right there to avoid that Giga Boom, and looks good. So with our healers now switched to our core army because the queen is gone, this is actually a really good news for us, because now the healers are healing our core troop, our miners, and our hogs. So that means we are very likely to 3-star this with about a minute left. So guys, this is the Hogs and Miners attack for Town Hall 12, attacking at Town Hall 13. And what you just saw here, the Hogs Miners hybrid attack, is part of a video that I made previously. So link down below for all the tips and tricks for the full tutorial. Although that was made for Town Hall 12, I actually have a few attacks against Town Hall 13 because this is amazing. In fact, at Town Hall 13, this is one of the most popular attacks. And next, one of my personal favorite that also works for and against Town Hall 13, the Yeti Pekka Bowlers attack. Looking at the army composition here, a bunch of Yetis, Pekkas, and Bowlers just like the name says, and Siege Barrack with a bunch of Hogs. 1 jump and 4 quakes, and let's find our next target. This one looks kind of weak, so maybe next one. This is a Town Hall 13 with Scattershots. So let's give it a try with our Town Hall 12 army. Again, this is Town Hall 13. And this Yeti Pekka Bowlers attack, first thing you want to do is look for the entrance. Where should we drop our jump or our 4 quakes so that we get access early in the game for the Eagles, Scattershots, the Town Hall, all the biggies. So I'm going to go from the top right. I've dropped down my Warden Walk right there. I'm going to do the same with my Pekka on the east side once my Warden has gone a little bit deeper because he's kind of slow. We don't want our Pekkas to be ahead of him. So I've dropped my 4 quakes right there to open up the entrance to get access to the Scattershot, to that Eagle, and also I think that Royal Champ is going to pull my army in, giving me a help in there. So I've dropped my first Pekka, Pablo, followed by my second Pekka, Patrick, right there, and drop my last one, Peter, so I can pull my Grand Warden back. That's why you want to use their Grand Warden Walk. You can pull him back with a big army, troop, or unit. Now I'm going to drop the rest, my Siege Barrack, all my heroes, and drop down all my bowlers. I've dropped my last healer because that was a mistake. I should have dropped them all. I forgot I missed one. But anyway, you drop your rage there. Make sure that your healers will get into the rage, and you gotta make sure in this attack your healers will be with your core troops so that the healers can keep healing your main core troops right there. So Warden's ability right there because we want to avoid that kaboom, and let's get that last scatter shot with our Yetis, and it's done. So we're probably gonna win this with the 3 stars. On the right side, you will have you actually have your Hogs. My Hogs are there cleaning the outstanding defenses that my core troops are not working on right there. Again, this is a Town Hall 13 base using a Town Hall 12 army. That's how strong this attack is. I understand this is not a maxed out Town Hall 13, but this is a Town Hall 13 with the Giga Inferno and all the 2 scatter shots, the big stuff in there, and none of those, including the Eagles, were in under renovation. So this is a very legit Town Hall 12 attack that also got a big Town Hall 13. So we're running kind of low because this is a Town Hall 13 after all with our Town Hall 12 army, but looks like we have about a minute left, and we still have our Grand Warden and our King almost at full health. So this is not going to be any problem. Our Yetis are kind of slow. Our Yetis purple balls aren't even used up yet. So it's probably going to bounce a little bit more there. And you should get our 3 stars. Again, guys, this is the Yeti Pekka Bowlers attack. Amazing attack, works for Town Hall 12 and Town Hall 13. But in Town Hall 13, it's a little bit easier because you will have a Royal Champ that can follow those Hogs work together. In Town Hall 12, yeah. Alright, here's your 3 stars. Army's back, let's do another one using our Yeti Pekka Bowlers attack. Here we tumble upon another Town Hall 13 base that looks feasible for our Town Hall 12 Yeti Pekka Bowlers attack. Alright, so guys, this Yeti Pekka Bowlers attack that you've been watching right here is also part of a previous video that I made, and if you want the full details, the full tutorial, tips and tricks, link down below for Yeti Pekka Bowlers attack for Town Hall 12. This attack is so amazing that I'm using it consistently in Town Hall 13 as well. If you want to take down some max Town Hall 13, using Town Hall 12 might not be always realistic, because even sometimes using a Town Hall 13 army, you cannot guarantee that. But for Town Hall 12, a maxed out Town Hall 12, you should have no problem using all the strategies that I mentioned in this video, which includes the Witch Bobat attack, the Hogs and Miners hybrid, and this last one, the Yeti Pekka Bowlers attack. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, learned something today. Comment down below if you have any questions. Remember to subscribe to CS Clash on YouTube and follow CS Clash on Facebook so that you don't miss anything amazing. And I'll see you next time.